And what the, oh, hey guys, it's me, Cinema here, back at my, my Splinks Freddy player model, because, this is my favorite player model to be, because, I don't know, it just feels natural. Sorry my voice sounds a little too deep now, because, I just woke up, and it's like, what, 4 o'clock not in the morning, but in the afternoon, so, if I sound a little old, like I'm 20, like I'm in my 30s, then that's because I just woke up. But anyways, that's not why you click on my video, to see me go through my puberty arc. Alright, you're here to see me talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, right? I mean, that's why you clicked on the video. Also, spoiler warning if you're watching this video, because, well, why would you watch a video that's talking about FNAF movie? I mean, you have to be an idiot to do that. I mean, I waited till after I saw the movie to do it, but, like, I should probably stop stalling right now and just actually get into it, so, let's get into it. I don't know if I'm gonna add chapters this time. I don't think I am. Okay, let's get into it, seriously. Alright, so first off, what did I think of the movie? Alright, what did I think? What would I rate this movie? Alright, how would I rate this movie? Well, when I first watched the movie, I gave it an 8 out of 10, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone gave it an 8 out of 10, because I used to, after I finished the movie, I went on every single person's video, and everyone kept rating it an 8 out of 10. I was like, oh, well, people actually have the same thoughts as me. Wow, that's kind of cool, actually. I mean, I'm not saying it in the ways you think. I'm just saying it's kind of weird, because I'm like, I mean, I can't really blame them for rating it an 8 out of 10. I mean, the movie's good. I like it, but, like, it's those movies where I like it, but then I kind of don't at the same time. Because, like, I rated an 8 out of 10 because, this is FNAF, so it's going to have problems. So, everything has problems, but, this is FNAF in particular, so it's going to have problems either way. So, yeah. Also, oh yeah, right, if I was being critical of this movie, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, the movie isn't really that good, because, after 40 minutes, the movie gets kind of, boring and kind of stale. Like, and like, it's kind of like, what am I even watching at this point? The movie's just kind of dragging on, to be honest. Because, like, before the 40 minutes, the movie was good. It was really great. I liked it. Because, if anything, if the 40 minutes were really that good, I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. Or more than that, actually. Well, I mean, due to the end credits song, I think I would have gave this movie a 10,000, an infinite amount of numbers. But, like, I can't be that type of fan, okay? Because everything has problems, alright? You can't be a movie without a problem. For some reason, when I said that, what I just said, I was thinking of Simpsons line of, it's not a movie what I said for some reason. But yeah, let's actually get into the characters right now. So, what about Mike Schmidt? How is he? Do I like him or do I not? I like him. I really like his character, because I like how in FNAF 1, everyone was like, okay, I don't care about this character. All I care is about not being eaten alive by these animatronics, right? So that was everyone's mindset back then. But now that we actually have a character, it actually feels pretty good, So yeah, I really liked it, and also I like his backstory with his I don't know why I was about to say son for some reason, but yeah, his brother Gabriel, what, Garrett, that's what I meant, sorry, I had to say, but yeah, yeah, his brother Garrett, because he was kidnapped by well, actually, I'm just gonna say it because I just said earlier, spoiler warning. So, if you get spoiled, that sounds like a you problem. He got kidnapped by William Appleton. So, yeah, and killed him. I don't know how he got him, but yeah. Also, there's Abby. At first I thought I was gonna like her, because I don't like kid actors that much. I mean, I do, but, like, sometimes they can't act, So yeah, I like Abby. She was pretty cool. And, she actually did pretty good at acting. I actually really liked it. It felt really weird, because overall, this felt like a fever dream. Like, not in a bad way. It just felt really weird. Like, I'm like, wait, did I actually go to the FNAF movie? Is this a dream? Like, I'm not trying to be those cliche movies where I was like, wait, is it a dream? Did I pinch myself? No, only idiots do that. But yeah, or a better way to put it, oh, I'm out of the camera. Better way to put it, geeks. I keep being out of the camera. Geeks do it. But you get what I'm trying to say. She actually did pretty good at acting, and I really liked her. Until, out of the 40 minutes, she was kind of meh. She was alright, wasn't the best. Her acting got a little iffy. Same goes for Officer Vanessa. Okay, I know I'm not the first person to say this, but I don't really like Vanessa. Like, not her actor, of course. I just think the way how she talks is weird. Like, she'd be like, if you bring Abby here again, I'll shoot you. And it's like, The hell? What? Why? What? Wait, what? Why are you talking about? What? You know, saying things like, you know, security guards never last, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you trying to say? So yeah, you know, it's just very, I don't know, it's kind of iffy, you know, like, I don't like how it just, I feel like the opening credits just explain it enough. If anything, actually, I wish the movie opened up with him learning the kids, because, you know, that would be pretty cool. But then again, that would kind of ruin the secret, because, you know, I'm an old fan, so, you know, I would, of course, want to see that, but then there's the new people who don't know anything, so, you know, there's that. So I was just saying it because some people were like, I wish the opening scene was him learning the kids, which I wish happened. But if we're realistically speaking, I'll kind of ruin the surprise for new people, because, you know, I went to the theater. I expected the theater to be packed like in game, but it really wasn't. There wasn't even that much people there. There was like what, maybe like, I think there was probably like what, maybe 29 people there. I think. I'm not sure. I didn't count because I was focused on the movie. I mean, I don't care about you. So yeah, it was. I expected it to be in-game packed, and I wish it was. I mean, I think there was some teenagers, like maybe 18 or 17, across from us, and oh boy, they caught every reference like I did, and I felt alone because I was like, am I the only one who gets the references? Oh boy, we're gonna get into the references later because there's a lot of them, and we gotta go through them. But yeah, overall, I just don't like Vanessa. She's just, I don't know, just kind of weird, and not in a good way either. All right, wait, what's another character? Oh yeah, the secret villain, the aunt. I didn't know she was an aunt. I thought she was someone else, but I didn't like her, and not in the sense of I hate her, like not in like a villain sense where I'm like, oh, I despise you. No, I don't like her. Kind of like Vanessa, where I don't hate the actor, but I just don't like where it's going. I think I don't remember because it's so forgettable where I don't even know. I think she's trying to get tell me why when I was about to say Abby, I was about to say Maisie from Fallen Kingdom. But yeah, she wants to get, oh, I remember now. She wants to get Abby so that way she can get money. So yeah, I just don't really like her. Like, the plan just, like, can't even call her a villain. I mean, sure, I mean, she's not really a threat. She's just kind of like, she has a Lord Farquaad situation where Lord Farquaad is just, he's not really a villain. He's kind of an egotistical jerk. But, like, he's still a threat to their relationship, so there's that. But her, I guess same thing with Shrek and Fiona was a threat to the relationship, but like, you know, Shrek did it better because, I mean, I don't want to be that type of guy, but I mean, do I think this movie's better than Shrek? No, 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 just no, just that's not even fair. Now that's just cheating. But yeah, yeah, you know, like, I don't know why you're probably wondering why did you say Shrek? Well, because I grew up with both of these. These were my childhood back then, and I would do anything for these. But if I had to say which movie was better, come on, I know I said before I was cheating, but like, come on, this movie isn't even that good, and you know, Shrek is just, I just love it. But it's not, but again, it's not fair because one's animated and one's a horror, if you even can call it a horror movie, which we'll get into freaking later. But I will tell you who I did like. I like Shaggy Rogers. Shaggy Rogers in this movie was amazing. All right, I loved him. All right, but there's one itty bitty tiny problem. He's so underutilized in this movie, like some characters in this freaking movie. Why are there so many underutilized characters? You got Freddy, where, you know, it's called Five Nights at freaking Freddy's, alright? Not Five Nights at freaking, like Golden Freddy just appears and then just leaves. I know he appears at the end of the movie, but like, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. And then, you know, Shaggy Rogers, he doesn't appear throughout the entire movie except the beginning. And, I mean, the only time he appears is at the end of the movie. Like, I wish, like, this movie is basically Silver Eye, so you might as well just make him appear at the, see, listen, I was actually, talking to, one of my family members about this, where I was like, if Scott let me in charge of the FNAF movie, here's how I would have made the plot. Okay, so, as usual, Mike is, you know, get rid of the side plot. That is very stupid. I do not like it. It's not interesting, and I don't like it. So, as usual, Mike is down on his luck, and there's no job in the area that can, you know, that doesn't make that much money, except that one security job that he lost. Because, well, you know, due to the fact that he beat the ever-loving shit out of someone in the freaking mall, so, you know, he obviously can't work there anymore. You know, people say they're down on luck. So basically, in this version, he's the definition of being down in his luck, which, you know, is not good. So yeah, so yeah. Then, you know, he goes to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He sees a job application for it, right? And then, you know, basically the classic FNAF 1 stuff. But instead of Shaggy Rogers taking him there, it's actually a different CEO this time. Not Henry, because I don't feel like Henry should be in this movie. So it should be a different person. Call him Mr. Walter. All right, we'll call Mr. Walter. So yeah, he tells him that, well, there's actually another security guard who's been working there currently, and is actually, you know, doing pretty well. So we're thinking about maybe we could partner you up with him. And that security guard is Jeez, sorry. Oh, it's Shaggy Rogers. Because since this movie's based on Silver Eyes, you might as well just add some Silver Eyes elements. So yeah, Afton is working as a security guard there, and Mike is partner up with him. All right, partner up with him. And you know, since he's a security guard there, Afton is, you know, worried that he might find out the truth, because that's the thing I really don't like about this movie, is that Afton hired him, but then later he's like to Vanessa, oh, you let him see too much. Where it's like, but you hired him, so like why would you hire someone but like you don't want them to fight? Like, that's like taking someone to your house, but then they go down to your basement to see kids in there, and you're like, you're not supposed to find out. But it's like, bro, you invited me to your house. What did you expect? Like that I swear that pissed me off in the movie, where I was like, but that really does not make any sense. I'm like, what were they on? I want some of that, actually. But in this version, it makes sense, because, well, you know, he has Afton has no choice but to work as a security guard with Mike, and you know, because you know, Mike might find out the truth, and you know, throughout the entire movie he finds out the truth, kind of. So Afton, since he's technically working with Mike, he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit. Like, he quits, right? And we all know why he quits, because he's going to go to his house and get a Spring Bonnie suit. And throughout the entire movie, you know, he's just trying to hunt him down, or in the background, I should say, while the main animatronics are the main threat, because they're not the threat in this entire movie. I'm not joking when I say that. They're not really a threat. They're just kind of there. I'm not joking when I'm dead serious. Like, so yeah, make them actual threats in this movie, not cute and cuddly, which reminds me of that one scene from the we'll get into that later, because that scene, oh boy, that killed my entire mood for this movie. Oh my gosh, like, oh, I can't wait to get into that juicy part. Yeah, just make it where, you know, he gets a Spring Bonnie suit and he wants to shut him up, basically, right? You can add Vanessa in here. I kind of like, at first I didn't like her being revealed as his father. I mean, I kind of do, but like, I didn't like it because it had nothing to do with the plot, which is, you know, the problem with most of this movie. Some things just have nothing to do with the plot. Like, things are really boring, and you know, there's certain things I have to skip because they're not really interesting. Like, most of the time where it's about, like, there's a lot of, like, I think this movie has a movie problem, where it shows too much human characters and not much of, you know, the main character of what it's called. Like, I get we gotta learn to connect with him, but I already connected with him once we learned that he was gonna lose his job. So, you know, I kind of really feel bad for him, kind of, ish, sort of. So, just get into the animatronics already. Like, Jesus Christ, like, oh my, like, it doesn't help since this movie's like an hour and 49 minutes too. Like, I'd rather this movie be like an hour and 59 minutes, because that's how I see a FNAF movie. I checked that instead it was 49 minutes, and I was like, oh no, something's wrong. I could feel it. Like, I swear to God, something just didn't feel right. So yeah, like I said before, just make Afton just be the background threat until the end of the movie. Then you can have him be the big bad, right? The final battle. Make it where he destroys the FNAF with animatronics. He kills Vanessa, and then, you know, he's about to kill. Well, I mean, Vanessa kind of escapes, kind of, ish, sort of. I don't know. Maybe she just dies. I don't know. Vanessa is boring. We don't talk about Vanessa. So yeah, Abby's also here. It's always her babysitter. So make it where Mike is about to die, and he tells Abby to run with the babysitter. You know, they escape, and you know, Afton, you know, kills Mike. And I know what you're thinking. Why would he kill Mike? He's the main character. After watching Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, it doesn't matter for the protagonist to win. You can have a story where the villain wins. So I say that you make it where Mike loses, he dies to Afton, and Abby and the babysitter escape, and you know, I mean, they don't really, mind you, they don't know the name of him. They don't know his name, so they don't really know, and you know, they just kind of leave town. They really just don't want to be there again. So does the babysitter like adopt Abby, which is what's going on in your, which is what you're saying in your tiny little brain? No, that would be very weird. She just kind of, I don't know, maybe gives her up for adoption. I don't know, which is, I know it sounds very sad, but like, you know, that's life for you. Life isn't always a happy ending, you know. So, you know, I just think that would be very cool. And then, you know, you can have the end credits where, you know, the co-workers are like, oh my gosh, look at all these broken animatronics. And Afton's like, well, I mean, there's always a possibility for a new restaurant. And then that can set up, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. the sequel. And I know what you're thinking, but isn't FNAF 2 a prequel? Oh yeah, I know it's a prequel, but like, I mean, I feel like if they made it a prequel, I don't think the movie will be that good. I mean, trust me, I think it'll be amazing for us fans that it'll be a prequel, but I feel like with new people, I think it might be a little, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. Because I mean, in the lore, I know, in the lore, FNAF 2 is after FNAF 1. And I want it to be after FNAF 1, but I feel like if it comes after FNAF 1 in the movie set, because after this movie, yeah, they're gonna have to make it a sequel. Because if this movie was like good, actually good, then yeah, make it a prequel. But like this movie was so bad that you're gonna kind of have to make it a sequel. So yeah, sorry that you guys wanted a prequel. I'm sorry, I wanted a prequel too, but the movie was kind of trash. So it has no choice but to be a sequel. So yeah, it could be a sequel or something. And then after that, it can be FNAF 3. Because like I said, Shane Bounty Acton isn't scrapped in this first movie, in my version. He's only scrapped in the FNAF 2 where when the weathers surround him in the FNAF 2 pizzeria. And then FNAF 3, and then boom, the trilogy's complete. Like, I love this movie, but like, even I have to admit, this movie wasn't that good. Like, if it weren't for the references, I would have gave this movie a 1 out of 10. I'm not joking, I'm dead serious. If it weren't for the references and just that much stuff in it, I really would have gave it like a 6 out of 10, or I mean a 1 out of 10. Speaking of references, okay, when I was in the theater, when I saw Dream Theory, I was like, oh my god, that's Dream Theory! That's MatPat's theory about everything being a dream. That was so controversial. And oh wait, I'm out of the camera. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just Dream Theory, it's Dream Theory. And the fact that they actually made a plot point in the movie is really good. It's really cool, really cool. So yeah, I like that. Also, speaking of Dream Theory, MatPat's in the freaking movie! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one in the theater that oh my god. See, some people in the comments of some other people's videos said their theater did an Avengers Endgame collab, but my theater was kind of silent. Yeah, I was the only one that was like, MatPat! 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 Like, like, oh my gosh, MatPat's in the freaking movie. Like, I remember one video, MatPat was like, oh, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was in the movie. MatPat, you liar! You lied to us! You were in the movie! You said as a surprise! Oh my gosh, MatPat's in the freaking movie! Also, Sparky. Sparky appeared in this movie twice! Sparky the dog is in the freaking movie! Because, one, the restaurant name is Sparky's, and then Sparky's in the freaking movie! Well, I mean, not the Sparky, the OG Sparky per se, but it is Sparky because it has the same, I'm calling Fleagle ears, and it just has the same, I mean, he doesn't have overalls, which I'm pretty sure he didn't do that because they probably would have got copyrighted or something like that. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna get copyrighted for a fan-made model, but, But yeah, like, oh my god, that just made me feel so happy inside, like, oh my god, I love this movie, but then I also kind of hate at the same time. Oh my gosh, I swear, Sparky, the dog's in the freaking Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh my gosh, I knew this day would come. Ever since I saw Sparky, I was like, this dude has to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. He has to be in the FNAF movie. And now that he's here, they're gonna add the freaking animatronic puppet guy in the FNAF 2 movie. I swear to god, I know that'll be very weird, but like, I don't care. I want him to be in that goddamn movie. I want him there. I want him in the second movie. I don't care what y'all say. I want him to be in the freaking first 2 movie. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Sparky is in the freaking movie. Oh my gosh, before one of y'all idiots say that's Fetch, no, it's not Fetch. Fetch has a completely new design, you idiot. That's Sparky, because it's a FNAF 1 design. So yeah, oh my gosh, Sparky's in the movie. Oh my god. Mwah. Masterpiece. Also, like the opening credits, how it's 8-bit. I was like, oh my god, that's a FNAF 4 reference! Also, the rainbow appeared for a small appearance. It was pretty cool. Also, fun fact, did you know Jimmy Neutron played the rainbow? Oh yeah, Foxy did it, dum 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 dum. Like, I swear to god, bro, that was the only part that scared me in the actual movie, because if you haven't seen the movie, click off right now, which I'm pretty sure you already did, but the movie isn't scary. There's nothing scary about the movie. Like, I mean, I expected this movie to be like campy scary, but like not campy. I expected it to be decently scary. No, there was nothing scary about this movie. Can you even call it a horror? And before you say it's a thriller movie, no, it's not. It is not a thriller. There's nothing thriller about it. Like, I know what a thriller means, but like, the movie didn't even give me thriller vibes. It just gave me a movie. That's it. It just felt like a movie with nothing. That's it. But that Foxy dum dum, that part scared the mess out of me, bro. Okay, guys. Like I said before, the movie isn't scary. Nothing made me jump or anything, because they don't make him threats. Because there is one scene in the movie where I'm like, okay, what am I even watching? Is this even a FNAF movie? Okay, so I think like what? When Mike comes to see all the 4 animatronics, I was like, oh, they were just tickling me, da 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 da, and then like I thought they were attacking her, which would be very cool, but no, they were tickling her, which is weird. like, okay, sure. I mean, they don't kill kids in the lore because, well, they're kids, so that'll be very weird. They only kill adults because, well, Acton was an adult. So if I went to Freddy's, they wouldn't kill me. But I wouldn't be playing with them. No, that's kind of weird. I mean, I know she's a stupid child, but like, come on. Like, when she was like, oh, they just want to play, Chico winked at her. And I was like, what? Why did Chico wink at her? That was weird. I didn't like that, which is a problem I have with the movie. Again, like, I said in my video. The expressions are still in this movie, and like I remember Johnny Block said it in his review video where he said that in the vlog with Dunko on them, the expressions were done way better in the movie. Because at least in the vlog, the expressions were just kind of like, oh, they're just moving, just animatronics. They're just animatronics moving, you know, very cool. But in the movie, they're so stiff and just kind of like it's like they're like it's so stiff and just kind of the expressions are too much. Like the expressions are like their actual characters. Like I mean, they're characters, but like they act like they're actually going through arcs and some things. And before you say, but isn't that your channel? First of all, this is a Gmail roleplay, so that doesn't count. Second, this channel is like a parody. So you know, don't take this seriously. All right, which reminds me of someone said in one video, which I'll get into later. But like when Chico winked at her, I was like, oh no, don't tell me what I think is gonna happen. But nothing happened yet, so thank God, right? But you know, Freddy was about to jump Mike until Abby. Mind you, this is before Chica winks at her. She's like, oh, Freddy, no, this is my brother. And Freddy's like, I mean, I thought it was funny at first, but then I was like, I don't know if I should, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I don't like how Freddy was just like, So yeah, it just, you know, they're not very, like, you know, terrifying. They're not really, like I said before, they're not threats. They're menacing, right? But here, they're just kind of like, oh, we're friendly now. Or it's like, well, if you're friendly and not a threat, then who's, like, like again, like I said before, earlier, whatever, same difference. Who's the threat then? Again, there's Afton, but like he only appears at the end of the movie. So, and even then, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. All right, that's the main issue, right? Because we're the main stake, where it's like, well, he can't quit his job because, well, he's down on his luck with no money, so he has to keep coming back. That's what made FNAF 1 so compelling, because it's like, well, he has no choice but to get paid, so he has to keep going, or else he'll just die, right? And I'd rather be homeless than working at this job, but like, you know, he's not, right? So cause like the movie makes it like, oh, he just works there and just like he just goes, like when he goes to work, he's like, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, I brought snacks for you. And it's like, that's what it was giving me, and I didn't like that. I'm like, can you just make them menacing? You're not making them scary again. Or it's like I know people keep saying this, but like, I swear, FNAF keep losing its horror. Like, Ruin was scary, but like this movie, you know, mind you, is based off FNAF 1, which is the scariest one out of all of them. Ain't even scary. Like, there's no horror in this movie. There's nothing that scared me except the dum part. And mind you, that is just a second scene. Like, that scene is just a second long. If a second long is scarier than the entire movie, you know you did something wrong. Like, and before one of y'all say that, oh, Cinema, you're being too harsh. No, I'm not being too harsh, because what I'm about to get into next is going to be even more harsh, which is the scene I hate the freaking most. Why is this in the movie? It serves no plot to the overall story, which is the one, the only, the goddamn fort scene. Oh my gosh, I hate this scene. Like, guys, like, I'm dead serious with you. This scene just ruined the entire movie for me. Like, the only thing that brought me back was when Foxy came back up. Like, when he was going back to being menacing, which is like a couple minutes after. So yeah, like during after that one fort scene, I was like, can I just go home? What am I even watching? This ain't the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This is Five Nights of Fun. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, like, Jesus, that part just ruined it for me. I'm like, this is a horror movie. Why are they building a fort? Like, especially, like, if anything, I think the new fans will be confused too. Cause like, I'm pretty sure they're like, well, I came to watch the FNAF movie because the trailers promised me that it would be a horror movie, but it's not a horror movie. It's basically Paw Patrol, just throw some creepy moments in there, which I know sounds very disrespectful, but like, it's the truth. I'm sorry, it's not scary at all. And like, the fort scene is so stupid. Like, the minute Abby put the paper down, we need to build a fort. I was like, they're not actually gonna build a fort in a FNAF movie, right? No, they're not. But you know, they did. Like, once I heard the rock music, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't even need to see the animatronics get the planks and stuff. The minute I heard that rock music, I was like, okay, 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 FNAF is ruined. This movie just ruined it for me. Alright, alright, you ruined my childhood. Okay, I was joking on that last part about how it ruined my childhood, but it did ruin the movie for me, which, you know, I waited bro, like, I sat in my chair like, we waited 8 years for this? You're telling me I waited a whole decade just to see Freddy and his friends build a freaking fort in a horror movie? What? Like, I remember I saw one comment on one video sticking up for this, and I'm like, I know it's gonna be wrong. I know it's just gonna be stupid and wrong. Like, I remember the comment said something like, well, they're kids, or something like that, and it was a long paragraph, which I ain't gonna read, by the way. I ain't reading all that. So, you know, it said something like, oh, how they're children, so it wouldn't really matter. And I just sat there in my chair like, dude, are you new? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him that these are vengeful spirits who are out for revenge? They don't have time to be building forts and stuff. Like, jeez, I was really about to say the S word. That's how mad I am. But yeah, like, that scene just, oh my god, that got on my nerves. Like, jeez, I was like, skip. I wish I had a remote in that theater. It serves nothing to the plot. Which, again, which is another problem with the movie, where certain scenes have nothing to do with the plot. Like, it's just like, Jesus, get rid of it. I don't care about Vanessa being Athens' dad, because what does that serve for the plot? Nothing. Sure, it's kind of a big reveal. Sure, it's kind of cool, but it serves nothing. Okay? It doesn't do anything. What does the other villain, the aunt, mind you, have to do with the plot? Nothing. People kept saying how it was all wholesome, how it was cute. No, it ain't. No, it is not. It ain't cute. It ain't wholesome. It ain't adorable. No, it's not. Okay? I'm pretty sure if this was the animatronics from the first game, they would not be playing no forts or something, right? Like, oh my god, they would have been, realistically speaking, they would just stare at her menacingly. Not like, okay, let's build a fort, guys. Like, it's just so corny and cheesy. Like, especially since Bonnie found the floor. She's like, Bonnie, you okay? He put his thumbs up. Like, dude, I already didn't like Bonnie in this movie. But now you're just making me, like, oh my, they really just massacred this movie. Like, oh my god. That, whoever said that, you know, they're just kids, so of course they're gonna have fun, is stupid, because, mind you, they're dead. They're basically like zombies. That's like going, like, again, like zombies, where it's like, imagine going to a zombie and saying, oh, he has a kind heart. No, he doesn't. All he wants to do is eat your brain, dude. He does not care about you. Same can apply to the FNAF animatronics. They're basically like zombies. They just want, like, where their only goal is to kill the man who killed them and finally rest. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's what made them so interesting and so creepy. But now that they're all cutesy, it's like, what am I even watching? Is this even a horror movie? What is this? This is just a kids movie for babies. Like, Jesus. Like, the puppet said it herself in Ultimate Custom Night, right? And I quote, "Their others are like animals." Alright? And no, she's not saying that they're animals because he's a bear, she's a chicken, and he's a bunny, he's a fox. No. Last time I checked, when someone calls you an animal, that's because you're either wild or you're just crazy. And, since she's applying that to the spirits, which we can, you know, just say is the OGs animatronics, they act like animals, vicious. Like, I know it sounds like I'm being a fanboy right now, but like, can you blame me for sounding like that? Cause like, this movie just butchered my mood for me. Like, I've never seen that much people say that this scene is weird. Like, I just see people keep saying, oh, that's cool, or saying that's wholesome. No, it's not. It's weird, and I don't like it. How are you gonna promote this as the biggest horror movie, but yet you make this scene? Just why? If you made this like a blooper scene, then okay, sure, it'll be kind of cool. But this is part of the theater, mind you. Like, I looked around in the theater, and mind you, no one in the theater was surprised or scared. I mean, sure, there was references where some people were like, oh my gosh, look. But like, other than that, people were looking at the theater like it was a YouTube video. I'm not joking. I looked around, everyone's just staring at like, bro, I see why the critics gave this like a 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, see, here's the thing. If someone said this movie was a masterpiece, okay, I get it. But if you said this movie is hot garbage, okay, I can see where you're coming from. Because as a wise man once said, two things can be true, okay? So yeah, like, the movie's good, but it's still bad too. Like, Jesus Christ, that scene got on my nerves. Also, speaking of dead kids, I do not like him in this movie. I mean, I like him, but not in the sense of how their clothes are. Like, oh, that kid has bunny ears. He's Bonnie. That Chica is, that girl is yellow because she's Chica. That guy right there is red and has a hook because he's Foxy. Ha ha ha, very funny. Ha ha, very creative. Very inspiring. That kid with that hat is Freddy, which is the most ridiculous thing in the history of ridiculous things. That kid right there I mean, I thought he was Freddy, but like him being Golden Freddy makes so much sense, and they should just make it like with Susie in the game. She looked like she possessed Chica, but not in the way you think. Like, if she just wore it all yellow, I'm like, okay, that's just being cheesy. Like, dude, you expect me to be, like, bro, if I was possessing Freddy, you think I'll be wearing a brown shirt? You think I'll be wearing a brown shirt and a bow tie? So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that scene really got on my nerves, so let's just move on. I'm sorry that I'm not in the mood anymore. It just killed my mood for me. So, after that, Vanessa goes, you know, weird mode, even though she's the one that suggested the idea, kind of. Because she was talking about, you know, how they should leave and just, you know, because I think it's revealed later on that she's Afton's daughter. Like, again, like, I think I said that before, right? I don't remember. This video is very long. You know, like I said before, the reveal is pointless and it has no relevance to the plot except just being there in the plot for no reason. So, you know, yeah, I think, so yeah, I don't know. I think that leads Mike to think that, oh, well, I mean, okay, I guess I can't work here anymore since, you know, yeah, something like that, I don't know. And then, you know, Abby finds out and it just feels very sad about it. Like, I hate you, Mike. Hate you. Like, okay. Okay, like, you know. And then, you know, yeah. And then, you know, this is where Golden Freddy appears. And I like this scene. Because it shows you that Golden Freddy's the most paranormal out of all of them. But at first I was like, wait, how's Golden Freddy there? I was like, oh, wait, he can teleport. So, it makes sense. So, you know, and besides, am I the only one who thought that Garrett would possess Golden Freddy? Because that would make the most sense narratively speaking, and that would just be very sad and cool. But like, no, they didn't. So, you know. So yeah, yeah, he takes her to like, you know, they need a ride, which, you know, Corey's in the movie. Oh my gosh, Corey's in the movie. Okay, seriously though. But yeah, anyway, they get in the taxi. How's Golden Freddy fit in a taxi? Like, how? Like, in the theater, I didn't know if I wanted to clap or I just wanted to. I mean, I clapped for Corey, not for the scene. The scene was stupid and I hate it. But like, you know, I just liked it because Corey was in it. Why is Golden Freddy in the taxi? Can they just hold her and just teleport away? Because I'm pretty sure that's how teleportation works. I think. I don't know. But yeah, you know, they take her to the pizzeria, and then, you know, Golden Freddy just, you know, leaves the chat, and, you know, she goes inside. Yeah. And, you know, yeah. I forgot what happened in this movie. Oh, yeah, right. This is the final battle. Something, I think Afton arrives or something. I don't know. This movie's really, after 40 minutes, the movie kind of just was rushed. Like, come on, it was very rushed. So yeah, yeah, it was, Afton appears at the end. When he appears, it was really, satisfying and pretty cool, but not, actually, it wasn't satisfying. It was unsatisfying, because he didn't appear throughout the entire movie, because it was unutilized. So yeah, yeah, he appears, and, you know, he beats every living, okay, I already said that already, but yeah, he beats, Mike up, and, you know, kicks him with a roundhouse or something, I don't know, and then he's like, wake up, Cleveland! Also, I don't like his Spring Bonnie voice, it's kind of annoying, I don't like it, it makes him sound like an idiot. Also, when, he stops Vanessa and Abby's about to go over there and do what Carlton did in the fourth closet, he's like, hey, like, if this was Afton in the games, I'm pretty sure he would've ran over there and just stabbed the mess out of her, not just be like, hey, like, dude, you're acting like that's your child. You know she's not. Can you just go over there and just kill her? Like, that really just got on my nerves. Because, like, they made Afton so weak in this movie when, mind you, this is the dude that ripped the animatronics with his own hands. And also, another thing, they made the animatronics so weak in this movie. I'm pretty sure they're not that easy to take out. Showing the fourth closet, Charlie tases Chica. But, like, a couple seconds later, we see Chica coming out the hallway. Meaning that these guys are very durable. I think the weakest animatronics when it comes to durability is the toys. Because they're made out of plastic, so, you know, yeah. So, yeah, you know, it's just, yeah, it was very weird. Because, like, I think the one who got it the worst was Freddy and Bonnie. Because they were just like, blah, 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 blah. Also, the electricity on their CGI looks very terrible and very cringy looking. So, you know, there's that. But, yeah, you know, the Spring Bonnie scene, it really got on my nerves. Because I was like, I mean, I expect a bigger ending than that. Because I would, like, if you bring out the whole movie, I'll feel even more satisfied. Which is why I'm gonna make a video titled "How the FNAF movie should have been" or "How it could have been." So yeah, him appearing, it wasn't really how the trailers built it up to be, because the trailers built up like it was gonna be very cinematic, like a big ending, like a big climactic ending. But no, it wasn't. It was just an ending. That's it. It was just an ending. It wasn't climactic. It was just. I mean, if you want to call it climactic, then call it anticlimactic ending, because it wasn't really climactic. It was very boring and just kind of. Okay, there's Spring Bonnie. Like, in the theater, sure, I was excited. Like, oh my god, that's Spring Bonnie! But then, after a while, I was like, well, I mean, yeah, that's Spring Bonnie. There he is. Yeah. Until he said the line, I always come back. I swear to God, I was like, Bro, he said the line. So yeah, you know, but like before he did that, or at least he did that, you know. So yeah, you're probably saying to yourself, well, did you like the spring lock scene at least? You're not gonna be happy. No, I did not like it. It was very trash. Like, why is he just like, ugh, I got shot, like, ugh. He died really slow, which, I mean, sure is how it's described in the lore, but like, no, that was too slow. Like, I expected, like, when the spring lock scene was about to happen, I was so excited. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what we all been waiting for. And then, you know, it happens, and it's not the moment I've been waiting for. It's just him groaning in pain, like he's been shot. I mean, it kind of shows how adorable acting is, which is cool, but like, it's not really that cool once you really think about it. So, you know, yeah, I mean, the blood doesn't shoot out of his body like I wish, because that's how it is in a freaking 8-bit game, mind you. It's like the blood, those little pixels shoot out. And also in the book too, the graphic novel. Like, how is a book gonna be more graphic than a freaking movie that costs way more, mind you? Because those are just little pages that you just draw on. So how is this? You know what? I'm not even surprised. This is a movie that makes the freaking threat makes freaking force with each other. So I'm not even surprised at this point. So yeah, go ahead, make the spring lock scene the worst thing in history. Because I swear that was just such a waste of time. Like at that point, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to watch this movie. I just want to go home and just watch Willy's Wonderland. I just don't even care at this point. So yeah, so yeah, after that happened, I sat in my chair like Patchy, like, that's it. So yeah, I just sat there like, that's it. Really, that's it. I don't even care. Until the end credits play the Living Tombstone song. Oh my god, they did it, guys, they did it. Oh my freaking god, that's the best reference in the entire goddamn movie. I knew that, bro. That's the moment where I was like, okay, this is a fever dream, bro. I swear, this doesn't feel real. This doesn't feel real. It's like something that someone made up in their fan-made animation. Like, oh my gosh, that scene. Oh my god, I'm telling you, bro. I sung along with the song. A bunch of other teenagers were like, "We're waiting every night to finally romance." Like, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, like, Jesus Christ, they actually did it. So yeah, that was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Sure, it had its problems and some scenes that I'll never forgive in my life, but like, you know, it was really good. I loved it. I appreciate everything Shaw has put into this. Even though I don't appreciate him putting that in there. That's the only grudge I have with this movie. But yeah, you know, I appreciate him adding Sparky the doll. So yeah, you know, yeah, I appreciate Scott. Alright? And I'm glad we waited 8 years for this. I'm not trying to sound like those, you know, suckers who'd be like, we waited 8 years for this. Must I remind you, all because we waited 8 years for this doesn't mean it's gonna be good. You do realize that, right? All because we waited years for this does not mean it's gonna be good. Okay? If you use that same logic on every video, you're brain dead. But yeah, I can't wait to see Markiplier in the second movie. Goodbye now. I'm gonna kill myself. And yeah. Nothing!